Hello guys, this is very interesting. They're supposed to have a new drones coming out. It's called the Skydio 2.0, or you can say the second version of it. It seems like the way they're marketing their new drone is like they're trying to say it's a DJI killer, or a Mavic killer. You can see over here. But to be honest with you, this drone here, the Phantom, this is a Phantom 4. This is like a 5-year-old drone, and you guys can see over here the way they're marketing their drone is the fact it's using the Phantom. So they're trying to get DJI customers. They're trying to say, hey, check this drone out. This is better than DJI. This is a new technology. So this is the new drone, and the size look like it's almost the same size as the Mavic. I don't know if this is a Mavic killer the way they're putting it and their marketing, but you can see here it's pretty tiny. It's pretty small. It has all around 360 camera. I think they're using a 4K cameras to check out all the obstacles, and you can see here it can follow you while you're riding you're doing your sports, anything like that. It seems pretty promising. I mean, the first one almost do the same thing, but you can see over here the pretty much just boost a notch. You can see the quality of the camera. They add 4K 60 to it. I mean, you can see over here they even add 360 slow mo or stuff like that, and you can see 35 miles an hour. But the controller here, I'm not very happy with it because this reminds me of a unique uh, Typhoon. It has that little wizard controller. This remind me of that controller, and they're also using the Anafi controller. I mean, it seems to look like the same, but you can see the way this thing dodges. It's pretty awesome, man. I think this is what I'm going for now. This is 2020, so you can see how the drone's supposed to follow you, and I mean, you can see here the way they're dodging the trees. I don't know if they can dodge the trees while it's already pre-existing, or it's already or while it's happening in real time. But you can see over here the way to control. I'm just not really happy with that, and you can see about. I mean, I don't know if Anafi or company or Parrot did that, or maybe they're teaming all together because and you can see here the way the AI is actually reading the obstacles, and yeah, it has the controller, so it's probably gonna be a Mavic killer. It probably has long range. Also, it also have the oh, right here it says what, 3.5 kilometers. Wow, that's pretty long range. I don't know what they're using. If they're using Sync or they're just using a Wi-Fi. And I'm gonna go ahead and check it out. And they're using a megapixel camera, and it's also I mean, it seems cool. I think it has like 23 minutes flight time on it. So anyway, this is good, man. This is a good game changer here, and this is awesome. I can't wait to put my hands on it, and I'm definitely gonna order it. I'm sure, while it's out, and yeah, it shoots pretty good videos, and you see how you dodge the trees. It's pretty awesome. I mean, it's good. I think. To be honest with you guys, this is not new though. DJI already had this technology. To be honest with you, DJI did this like 4 years ago. It's called the Phantom X. They already have this technology. Not only one drone is going to follow you. Actually, they're gonna use multiple drones, five, maybe four, maybe eight. And you can see how this Phantom X dodges the trees. Not only they dodge the trees, it can actually dodge while the tree's falling. So that was 4 years ago. Now with the new 5G that we're gonna have, you already know what they can go into. So basically, it can connect multiple drones by just using one app. So instead of using three app, you can actually use one. Because I actually flown 4 drones using the Spark, the Mavic Air, the Mavic Pro 2, and also the Phantom Pro. I'm sorry, Phantom Advance. And all of those drones were following me all at the same time. But you can see here the Phantom X is doing that already. And to me, if I did that, I'm pretty sure DJI is going to come out. Not, it's gonna be awesome because it's probably gonna be smaller. It's probably gonna be 200 grams or 250 grams, something like that. Some things like, so you can fly anywhere, so you don't have to worry about the drone's regulations. So you can see what DJI been doing. They've been making smaller drones, and you guys can see over here the way this drone is tracking this person. It's using like 4 or 5 drones, maybe 6 drones here, but using one app. I mean, that's amazing. That's like 5 years ago. So you can say DJI is 5 years ahead to all the competitors. So all they gotta do now is take it down their shelf, or they have it somewhere in the test lab and ready to be released. And you guys can see they're really good with the gestures. And next thing you know, they probably don't even need a controller anymore. I mean, DJI been making drones. So, I mean, especially in film industry right now, they've been using the Inspire 2s and also their commercial drones. You can see the Matrice and all that kind of other stuff. So you guys can see that DJI has been improving. And they're also using the Mavic Zoom and the Enterprise already for the customers out there that are doing industrial work. And you can see here, DJI is probably going to come out with 200 gram or maybe 250 gram, you know, so you don't have to worry about regulations. And you can see how this Tello drone can do. I mean, this is the smallest drone that they have, and you can see this thing don't even have no GPS. They're just using the bottom sensing. So you can see their sensors is pretty good. So I'm pretty sure once they... This remind me of the Ultra Robotics. When Ultra Robotics was announced, few months later, actually a few weeks, the Mavic Air was already released. By the time you have your Ultra Robotics, few months later, the Mavic Pro 2 is really being released. So this is just gonna be the same kind of way. So DJI is probably gonna approach with smaller drone. That's what they're gonna do, and attack it with a big drone. So right now, I have a feeling DJI is probably gonna release the Mavic Mini or another mini drone that they're coming out with to compete with the Skydio 0.2. I'm pretty sure they're gonna come out. I mean, think about it. Right now, this rover right here, right? DJI is already trying out a lot of things. They know this one right here, you know, is people could just probably ride this around. You put a action camera on there and it can track you wherever you go. And you don't even need obstacle avoidance with this guy. And it can follow me. I'll show you guys a video. I actually use this in a hurricane wind. And the same thing with the Mavic Pro 2. And also with this gimbal. Look at that. It follows whatever I go. Look at the Osmo Pocket. Whatever I do, it follows me. If you guys see my video, it can also follow me at night. So for this company that did that, it's going to be interesting. Because you know the reason why I know Phantom X, you see this drone that follows you, 3 drones, 4 drones. I already did that with the, look, I'll show you guys this video. I'm actually have, if you guys see my link, I'm going to put it on there, okay? I have 4 drones following me. I got the DJI Spark, I got the Mavic Air, I got the Phantom 4 Advanced, and I also have the Mavic Pro 2 without no controller. You see me? I got no controller and it's following me. 4 drones all at the same time. You guys see? I mean, look at that. This is what the drone can do. So if DJI gonna release something, it's gonna surprise. So I think DJI is probably gonna make something
be a little bit bigger than this, the 250 grams.
But if I think this is a killer, to be honest with you, this one just being released at this moment. This drone is just been announced, maybe like, I'll put it right here for you guys. So this drone is just being released probably around this month. But you have to put money down, $100. The reason why they're doing $100 because they know they don't have the demand to make it. And you know, this company, you know, I don't really hear of this company. I mean, they're selling their drone for like $2,000, you know, in the market right now. And their first drone, it didn't go too well. So I'm just saying, is this Skydio a killer? I don't know, man. I think it's, to be honest with you, it's gonna be an interesting one. So we're gonna go ahead and figure it out. We're gonna go ahead and see how DJI is gonna come out. Maybe they're gonna come out with their Mavic Mini version that is, you know, you don't have to worry about registering the regulations and all that kind of stuff. You can just grab it and fly, and it can fly you wherever you go. Or they're probably gonna make
5 of these that will follow you, and it'll capture every footage that you want with the 4K 60 with the same sensor that they're using on the Osmo Action and also the Pockets. And I mean, you already know what DJI can do, but it's just interesting how would you use a Phantom drone. I'm interested, trust me. If I have this drone, I'll put it into extreme. I'm telling you right now, I'll actually put this drone to the exhaust moment, and I will show you guys what all this drone can do. But I'm excited. If we come out in the market, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and wait. I want to go ahead and see if this will come out in Apple Store or Amazon or eBay. But I don't think I'm gonna go ahead and pay $100, and wait. Because think about it, this is low, it's low demand, you know what I mean? There's a lot of people here in US, and if everybody gonna get those, but okay, you guys know how Hotel Robotic just came out. You guys know how this drone just came out on the market, all right? Everybody waited for this drone to come out. So this one was released before the Mavic Air, okay? By the time this was actually people's hands, by the time I have it with me, a month later, DJI came out with the Mavic Pro 2. So in this moment, you might say, is their technology advanced enough? We'll see. But this is not a game changer, okay? This video that they're showing you guys and everything, like the way they're doing over here, I'm not really backing DJI. It's just the fact that I've been using DJI and I know how DJI drone works and I know how DJI functions. So yes, I'll definitely, if this drone's better, I'm probably gonna go ahead and sell my Mavic Pro 2, or something. But the reason why the Mavic Pro 2 is totally different, because you can do a lot of things with it. And I'll recommend this one compared to their first drone that they came out, because they're selling for $2,000. And that drone, they actually just add flight mode on it, because the only thing it can do was following you, but it cannot do like, now they added rocket, they added they added droney, they add fly away, they add like circles, they did like boomerang. That's what they add to that Skydio, the first version. But the second version, they came up with an AFI controller, and also it comes with a wizard. So it reminds me of Unique. So it's kind of weird how it seems like, to me, it seems like because Unique don't have new drones coming out, and also some people from Parrot company and other company, like other like 3DR Solo or AirDog companies or another somewhere, they all combined together and they made this company. That's why it's called Skydio. But I look at their website, it seems pretty decent. They're here in US, that's a good thing, but putting $100 and saying their drones is better than DJI, and they don't even have it in the market right now. If you go to Best Buy or you go anywhere else, it's not even out in the market. So am I gonna go ahead and get it? No, not this moment, but I will definitely get one, I'm pretty sure. But I'm not gonna pay no $100 and wait a couple of months, because I already know if that thing is actually came to my hand, DJI is probably gonna come up with a drone already that is actually a little bit bigger of the tello. Okay, you guys can see that. And next thing you notice, the camera is gonna have that camera on there, and it's gonna give me a nice rock solid. And a drone like this would compete with that drone, and this drone will probably go on to win. So I mean, right now the key is regulation. What's the point for me buying this little rover here, this RoboMaster? The reason why I bought it is actually my personal EI rover, because I can't really fly my drone all the time. I mean, I do fly my Mavic Pro 2, but the regulation over here is insane. Some areas they're not even allowed to fly anymore. So you gotta have a flight. You gotta have flight zone. You know, you got to look it up to make sure you can even fly your drone. But I think to my opinion, it seems like a good company. But I don't know why they would use a Phantom like that. Because, you know, to me, it's just like, you know, it's a 4-year-old drone. And they're trying to show everybody, all the DJI fan, be like, hey man, go ahead and buy this drone and then go, you know, it's much better than Mavic. You know, or whatever. You know, Mavic Pro it has different lots of fan, because the reason I'm saying this, because Mavic Pro has sport mode, has flight modes, it has even have time lapse, even have hyperlapse on them, even has, you know, there's a lot of things on there. It's not only it can follow you, it can do a lot of things. Yes, the sensor, it does need to get better with the Mavic Pro 2. But like I said, you know, if DJI corrected this, it would be better. It would be awesome. But they're probably gonna throw in a firmware update anyway. And they probably add like another kit over here that will detect everything, you know? So I'm pretty sure that's probably what DJI going to do. So to my opinion, I'm probably thinking about like, I'm probably just gonna go and wait on it. I'm very interested. I want to see what they have. I mean, it's much smaller than the first drone. I like about that the way they did the how you call this, Skydio. And to my opinion, the way they just did that to the I call this to a Phantom is scary, you know, because right now DJI might release the Phantom X version that has all the sensor. They might come out with 5 drones will follow you at the same time with using just one pad, or you don't even need a controller. You probably just use your Face ID, you know? I mean, everything what you can do now is Face ID. I mean, you know, it can recognize who you are. So you probably didn't even need a controller anymore. So you probably just gonna go surfing out there, or you're gonna be somewhere else, and it can still track you, but just using your face, you know? Wherever you go, it probably can just track you. But for my opinion, I think that's good that they lower down the price, and that's a good thing. They want to be compete with DJI, and I think that's better because DJI is always like competitive. Like for instance, the GoPro, you know, when they came out with Hero 7, they came out with this guy here, and DJI throw in a low price. They go ahead, okay, instead of 400, we're gonna go do 350. Okay, well, the same thing when they came out with this guy here, they came up with the Osmo Action. They dropped down the price to 350 instead of paying 400. So now you're gonna say to yourself, okay, do I want to get a GoPro or you want to get the Action? You said to yourself, okay, this thing has 2 front cameras, so you know, small for the same less price for what you're paying. So of course you're gonna go for less. So what DJI gonna do right now? They're probably gonna get something smaller than this, or I'm sorry, a little bit bigger than the Rice Tello. If you guys see my video, I put this guy to name it. I put this, even went underwater. I mean, this is how good this drone can do. And then you guys show my link here. I'm gonna go show it to you guys. But I'm super excited about the Skydio. I want to check it out. Like I said, even though I'm a DJI fan, I'm still gonna try it out. What's in the market? I mean, I did try it out with Auto Robotics, the Evo. I also tried out the Anafi. I also tried out the Unique Mentis. I use some of their drones to check it out, see if I like it. But to be honest with you, because I've been a DJI fan for a long time, flying with drones with DJI, I just feel comfortable. But is this drone gonna be comfortable for me to get rid of my Mavic or use it? I mean, think about it. I used the Mavic Pro and also the first version of the Mavic and also the DJI Spark on the hurricane wind. And now the Mavic Pro 2, and I mean, look at that. The rover, I call it a rover, but this is Rover Master follows me on the hurricane wind and also with the handheld gimbal. I mean, You know, so it's gonna be interesting. Before I could only use a drone and GoPro. Now I use multiple products from DJI. So like I said, it's gonna be good. And I've been waiting also because, you know, right now all this drone regulation, I just want to fly my drone, not to worry about anything, and I don't care. I would spend the money if DJI come out with a smaller version like this or bigger than this that has a camera of action, you know, that can shoot 4K or whatever, and you don't have to get it registered and they come following me around. I'll buy 10 of those. But anyway, I'm just showing you guys my thought of the new Skydio.
Yes, I will definitely get it as soon as it release and it come out. So again, I will put this thing in exhaust moment. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, and share for more video to come.